And welcome back, YouTube. This is Booster Box Buster here with another video. Today I got for you from the Yugioh Monster Figure collection made by Amakuni and Hobby Japan. We have the Yugioh Monster card, Ash, Blossom and Joyous Spring in anime figure form. This is probably one of the most controversial cards in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Just because of how many times it has cost people the game or won them the game based on how strategically you use this card. It is probably the most famous hand trap. Not the most powerful one, but the most famous hand trap in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm not gonna lie, I'm really hoping that if they're gonna stick with some of the hand traps for figures, that they give us a Ghost Bell one. I think that would be really cool to have in figure form as well. Here is what the box looks like on all sides. And here is a Coca-Cola can for size comparison. Not too bad. It's just over 2 Coke cans tall, and about a Coke can and a fourth, maybe, no, a Coke can and a third wide. But of course, as per usual, we're not reviewing a box, we're reviewing an anime figure. And joining the Yu-Gi-Oh! Lineup, we have Ash, Blossom and Joyous Spring. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I wish there was a deluxe version of this figure where you had a cherry blossom tree with her. I think that would be really, really cool. It'd be really expensive, but it'd be really, really cool. But of course, we gotta go with what we have. As you can tell by the size of a can of soda, we're looking about just right around 2 cans tall, maybe just under 2 cans tall. And a very simple base that's very pink, and it says Ash, Blossom and Joyous Spring with a little flower. I gotta say, there isn't a whole lot to this figure. It comes in 2 pieces, the base and the figure itself, and it is attached via this big old glob of clear plastic, but at least it uses a metal rod. That is one nice feature. It uses a metal rod. This is very reminiscent of Feet Ash, as she has bare feet that she is displaying to us all. And as you can tell, she has some toes, and she does actually have some painted polish on her toes. They're kind of a little bit of a pinkish tone. Let's take a look at the figure itself. We have a very basic white, way oversized like robe that she's wearing that flows into a skirt. And then it has this purple vest wrapped around and a pink tie or handkerchief around her neck. One thing I did not know about Ash Blossom was that she had a foxtail. I did not know she had a foxtail. That is something that this figure gave of light to me. That's kind of cool. Her hand right here, you could barely see it because of the giant robe that she's wearing. It's kind of in a, like a, that type of position. And the other one here, it looks like she's kind of, almost like she's jumping forward, like, ugh. And of course, the most important part of any anime figure, we have the face. I gotta say, the eyes are painted well. She's given a little, almost like a stick out of the tongue there to represent that she is screwing over your turn and potentially your entire game because of what she did. It's a very playful look. But her eyebrows are almost given like a oops, sorry type of look to them. Sorry, I hate that card so much. It has screwed me over so much. And then of course we have the hair, which does not look very good on this particular figure. It looks very odd. Don't get me wrong, that's the way her hairstyle is in the card, but it just does, when it's brought to life, it just looks weird. But I do like her cute little fox ears. That's kind of cute. And of course we have this little orange bow tie to go with her orange sash. To round out the anime figure itself. I'm not gonna lie, this is not my favorite figure. It's not just because the card itself I hate, but because it just feels like it brings the character to life pretty well. It's just not the best character design to turn into an actual real life anime figure. The giant forehead, the bare feet, the giant robe where you could barely see the hands, the weird looking foxtail. It just doesn't add up really well to a real life anime figure, in my opinion. It just looks odd. Am I going to display it with the rest of my Yu-Gi-Oh collection? Yes. And it's a very important card to the card game. It's one of the most controversial and powerful cards to ever be released in the card game. And it's still used to this day. From the day it came out to this day of this upload, it's still used to this day. So it gives the longevity and importance of that actual card. The figure itself, though, it's not my favorite. And I do fear one day that this is going to lean because it has no support. It's just bolted at the base by a metal rod. I'm afraid that unless that metal rod goes pretty far up the leg, I'm afraid that it's going to start leaning because that is a fair amount of weight. And I'm afraid it's just going to start leaning like this over time. It may take years to reach that point, but I'm afraid it's going to start leaning pretty harsh over time. But we won't know about that until years down the road. Overall, I gotta say, this is probably going to be one of the lowest I ever rated anime figure. It's probably only a 5.5 out of 10. I just am not a huge fan of the actual character design. My bias is for the actual card itself. Put aside, I'm just not a fan of this actual figure itself and the character design. Let me know in the comments down below, do you agree with me or disagree with me on my points about Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring? Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see future content like this. And as always, thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm Booster Box Buster, and I'm signing out. Peace.